Matteo Vescari slammed his tattooed hand against the banquet table, and every voice in the room died. "Touch her again," he said quietly, "and you'll spend the rest of your life wishing you hadn't." 12 hours earlier, Evelyn Callahan had still believed she was getting married. Rain rattled against the stained glass windows of St. Vincent's while she stood in the bridal room, fighting with a zipper that kept catching on the damp satin of her dress. The air smelled like white roses, drugstore hairspray, and the bitter coffee someone had abandoned near the mirror. Her shoes were already pinching. Her mother was downstairs greeting guests. The organist had started warming up. Everything was moving exactly as planned until Grant's phone lit up on the makeup table. Evie hadn't meant to read it. She saw Sienna's name first, then the message beneath it. "After the ceremony, the debt is settled." She never has to know. Evie stared until the words blurred. Her fingers felt numb as she unlocked the screen. There were hotel receipts, pictures, late-night messages between her fiancé and the cousin she had grown up calling her sister. Then she found the contract. Her mother's house had been listed as collateral for a $2 million loan, tied to a company called Armano Holdings. At the bottom was Evie's electronic signature, a signature she had never given. The door opened behind her. Grant stepped inside, already dressed in his tuxedo, his face pale when he saw the phone in her hand. "Evie," he said, "give me that." She looked at him through the mirror. "How long?" "This isn't what it looks like." "That sentence should be illegal." He moved closer. "We can talk after the ceremony. You used my mother's house." His jaw tightened. That was when she understood. He wasn't sorry. He was scared she might ruin the deal. Walk down the aisle. Grant said, lowering his voice, "Smile for 20 minutes. Then I'll explain everything." Evie pulled the ring from her finger and set it beside the cold coffee. "You can explain it to the empty church." She walked out through the service hallway before anyone could stop her. By the time she reached the stone steps, the rain had soaked through her veil and turned the hem of her dress gray. Someone behind her shouted her name, Grant, then Sienna. Evie kept moving. Though one heel snapped against the curb, a black sedan rolled to a stop beside her. The rear door opened. Inside sat a man in a black suit with his collar undone. Charcoal ink climbed the left side of his neck, disappearing beneath the fabric, while matching tattoos covered his hands and fingers. His dark hair was combed back. His face held the calm of someone who never needed to raise his voice. "Get in," he said. Evie glanced back. Grant had reached the bottom of the church steps. The stranger followed her gaze and his expression changed by half an inch. That was enough to make Grant stop. "Do you know him?" Evie asked. "I know what he owes." Rain ran into her eyes. "And what do I owe you?" The man kept the door open. Nothing yet. It should have sounded like a warning. Instead, for the first time that day, it sounded like the truth. Evie slid into the back seat, gathering the wet layers of her dress with both hands as the door closed beside her. The rain vanished into a dull hiss against the windows. Inside, the car smelled like black leather, cedar, and the faint metallic trace of gun oil. The man across from her did not stare, but she could feel the weight of his attention. His suit was black, his shirt open at the collar, and the charcoal tattoo on the left side of his neck disappeared beneath the fabric. Matching ink covered the backs of his hands and ran across his fingers in clean, deliberate lines. Grant reached the car a second later and struck the window with his palm. "Evelyn, get out of there." Evie flinched. The tattooed man did not. He looked through the glass at Grant with a calm that felt heavier than anger. "Drive," he said. The driver pulled away from the curb. Grant's face blurred behind the rain until the church disappeared. Evie pressed herself against the seat and tried to slow her breathing. "Who are you?" "Matteo Vescari." The name landed hard. She had heard it before, always in lowered voices, restaurants changing owners overnight, charity dinners attended by judges who never stayed for dessert, men who stopped arguing when Matteo Vescari entered a room. Evie looked at the door handle. "You can let me out at the next light." "I can." "Then do it." Matteo's gaze dropped to her bare left hand, then to the ruined hem of her dress. Grant Holloway owes money to people who do not forgive mispayments. That has nothing to do with me. He used your name. The words went through her like cold water. Matteo reached into the inside pocket of his jacket and placed a folded document on the seat between them. He did not push it toward her. He simply waited. Evie picked it up. Her name appeared on the first page. So did the address of her mother's house. The signature at the bottom looked almost perfect. Almost. This is forged. I know. How? Because men like Grant copy the shape of a signature. They never copy the hesitation. Evie looked up for the first time. Something moved behind Matteo's expression. Not kindness, recognition. Why were you at the church? She asked. Grant was supposed to give me something. Money and information. His phone vibrated. He glanced at the screen and his jaw tightened. A man's voice came through when he answered. Bring the bride back. Donato says this is family business. Matteo looked at Evie. Rainwater still clung to her lashes, and the wet satin drew a sharp line around her slender frame. But there was nothing fragile in the way she held the forged contract. She is not going back, Matteo said. The voice on the phone turned colder. Then you are choosing trouble. Matteo ended the call. Evie stared at him. Who was that? My uncle. And why does he care where I go? Matteo leaned back, his tattooed fingers resting against one knee. Because Grant's debt is tied to a man named Vincent Armano. Evie's stomach tightened. That was the name on the contract. And Armano is what? Matteo looked out at the dark city passing beyond the glass. The kind of man who treats weddings like business meetings. The car turned away from downtown and headed toward the river. Evie watched the familiar streets disappear. You said I owed you nothing yet. Matteo's eyes returned to hers. You do not. Then where are you taking me? Somewhere Grant cannot reach you tonight. And tomorrow, a pause settled between them. Matteo looked at the forged signature in her hand. Tomorrow, you decide whether you want the truth. The gates opened without a sound. And Evie realized the house beyond them was not built to impress anyone. It was built to keep people out. Dark stone walls rose above the river, sharp against the wet evening sky. Security lights swept across the long driveway as the sedan moved toward a low modern mansion. Surrounded by bare trees, Evie watched two men in black coats step from a guard station. Neither looked surprised to see Matteo. Both looked surprised to see her. This is where you live? She asked. Sometimes. Matteo opened the car door before the driver could reach it. Rain touched the tattoo along his neck as he stood waiting. Evie gathered her dress and stepped onto the pavement. One broken heel made her stumble. Matteo caught her elbow, steadying her without pulling her closer. His tattooed fingers were warm through the wet fabric. He released her the moment she found her balance. Inside, the house smelled of polished wood, coffee, and smoke from a fireplace burning somewhere out of sight. There were no gold statues or loud displays of wealth, just dark furniture, old family photographs, and the kind of silence that made every footstep feel like a confession. A gray-haired woman appeared with a folded robe and a pair of slippers. Miss Callahan, I am Teresa. There is a room ready upstairs. Evie looked at Matteo. You already prepared a room. I made a phone call while I was sitting 3 feet away. You were reading the contract. Teresa led Evie upstairs. 20 minutes later, Evie returned wearing the robe over a borrowed black dress that fit her slender frame. Better than she expected. Her damp hair fell loose around her shoulders. Matteo was waiting in the library beside a table covered in folders. His jacket was gone. The open collar of his shirt revealed more charcoal ink across his left collarbone. You said I could decide whether I wanted the truth. Evie said. I decided. Matteo slid a file toward her. Inside were insurance appraisals for paintings, sculptures, and private collections. Evie recognized the company letterhead immediately. These came through my office. Your name approved them. She scanned the pages. I did not approve these. Then someone used your access. Evie found her signature repeated again and again. The room seemed to tilt. Grant knew my passwords. Matteo's expression hardened. That was careless. He was going to be my husband. That does not make it less careless. Evie looked up sharply. I have had enough men explaining my mistakes to me today. For a moment, the room went still. Then Matteo lowered his voice. Fair. It was not an apology, exactly. But it was close enough to surprise her. She turned another page and stopped. One appraisal listed a private collection owned by Luca Vescari. The transaction date was 6 months earlier. A framed photograph on the bookshelf showed Matteo beside a younger man with the same dark eyes. Who is Luca? She asked. Matteo did not answer right away. His tattooed hand closed around the back of a chair. My brother. Evie looked at the date again. Then there is a problem. What problem? She met his eyes. This document says he signed it in January. Matteo's face emptied of emotion. Luca died 2 years ago. Matteo did not move for several seconds. The fire cracked somewhere beyond the library doors. But the sound felt far away. Evie watched the muscles in his jaw tighten as his tattooed hand flattened against the table. Show me, he said. She turned the document toward him and pointed to the signature line. The date is recent. The appraisal references a sculpture that entered the country last spring. Whoever created this knew your brother was dead and used his name anyway. Matteo read the page once, then again. The charcoal ink across his fingers seemed darker against the white paper. Who had access to Luca's records? Evie asked. Family, his answer came quickly. That is not a name. It is the only answer I have right now. Before she could press him, the library doors opened. Matteo Vescari entered without knocking, wearing a dark overcoat and the expression of a man who believed every room belonged to him. Two older men followed. Their suits were expensive, their faces unreadable. Donato's gaze passed over Evie's borrowed dress, her loose hair, and the file beneath Matteo's hand. So this is the bride, he said. She has a name, Matteo replied. Names do not matter when debts are involved. Evie felt the insult land, but she refused to look away. Then you should be very concerned, she said, because someone used a dead man's name to move money through my office. The two men behind Donato exchanged a glance. Donato did not. You misunderstand paperwork you were never meant to see. I understand forged appraisals, and I understand frightened women who invent stories after embarrassing themselves in public. Matteo stepped between them. He did not raise his voice. He did not need to. The tattoo on the left side of his neck showed clearly above his open collar as he faced his uncle. That is enough. Donato's eyes hardened. You brought a Holloway problem into this house. You ignored my call. Now you stand in front of her like she belongs here. She is under my protection. Protection from whom? Donato asked. Her fiancé, Armano, or us. The question settled over the room like smoke. Matteo's shoulders went still. Evie understood then that this was not only about Grant's debt. The family was afraid of what she had found. Donato placed an invitation on the table. Heavy cream paper. Black lettering. Dinner tomorrow night, he said. The family will hear what she claims to know. Evie picked up the card. The location was Vescari's, a private restaurant downtown. And if I do not come, Donato gave her a thin smile, then everyone will assume you are lying. Matteo took the invitation from her hand. She is not going. That is not your decision, Evie said. Matteo turned. His eyes met hers, dark and warning. You do not know that room. No, she said. But I know what happens when men decide I am too fragile to hear the truth. Donato watched them with quiet satisfaction. He had found the crack between protection and control. 7 o'clock, he said, then walked out. The doors closed behind him. Matteo stared at the invitation. He wants to test you. Evie looked down at Luca's forged signature. Then he should be careful what I find at dinner. By 7 the next evening, Evie had traded the borrowed dress for a dark green one that fell cleanly over her slender frame and made her feel less like someone who had been rescued and more like someone who had chosen to walk into danger. Matteo waited at the bottom of the staircase in a black suit with his collar open. the charcoal tattoo on the left side of his neck visible beneath the warm light. His gaze moved over her once, controlled and unreadable, then settled on her face. "You can still stay here," he said. "So can you?" One corner of his mouth almost moved. "That is not how this works." "Then maybe that is the problem." The drive downtown took 20 minutes. Matteo said little, but his tattooed hand rested near the center console, close enough that Evie noticed the tension in his fingers every time the car slowed. Vescari's occupied the top floor of an old brick building near the river. Inside, the private dining room smelled of roasted garlic, red wine, expensive tobacco, and rain drying on wool coats. Donato sat at the head of a long table. 6 men and 2 women were already seated. Every conversation stopped when Evie entered beside Matteo. Donato lifted his glass. The runaway bride arrives. Evie pulled out her chair. "I prefer Evelyn." A man across from her smiled without warmth. "Do you always leave men waiting at the altar?" "Only the ones who forged my signature." The smile disappeared. Matteo sat beside her, close enough that his shoulder almost touched hers. But he did not speak for her. Dinner began with small portions and long silences. No one asked about the weather. They asked about the files. Evie explained the false appraisals, the impossible dates, and Luca's signature appearing 2 years after his death. Donato cut into his steak as if she were discussing a parking ticket. "Paperwork errors happen. Dead men do not make paperwork errors," Evie said. The room went quiet, then the doors opened. Vincent Armano entered with Grant and Sienna behind him. Grant looked tired and furious. Sienna wore black and avoided Evie's eyes. Armano took the empty chair across from Matteo. "We are all here now," he said. Grant leaned forward. "Evie, come home. You are making this worse. Home was the place you used as collateral." His face tightened. Armano placed a contract on the table and slid it toward her. "Sign that the appraisals are legitimate. Your mother keeps her house." Grant's debt disappears. Everyone leaves satisfied. Matteo's tattooed hand closed around his wine glass, but he remained silent. He was letting her choose. Evie picked up the pen. Grant exhaled. Sienna finally looked at her. Evie studied the first page, then the second. On the third, she stopped. "This painting cannot be part of the collection." Armano's expression did not change. "Why not?" "Because it burned in a warehouse fire in Chicago 12 years ago." She circled the item number and pushed the contract back. "This proves the entire valuation was manufactured." Donato's fork touched his plate with a soft click. Armano smiled, but there was no warmth in it. "You are more useful than Grant said." A server placed a fresh plate in front of Evie. Beneath it was a photograph. Her mother stood outside a grocery store, holding the paper bags, unaware that someone had been watching. Evie's breath caught. Matteo saw the picture. His chair moved back an inch. "Nobody leaves," he said quietly. Every person at the table froze. His tattooed hand came down flat beside the photograph. "Not until someone tells me who followed her mother." The room stayed silent long enough for Evie to hear the faint hum of the wine cooler behind the wall. Matteo's tattooed hand remained flat beside the photograph, the dark ink across his fingers stark against the white tablecloth. Vincent Armano leaned back in his chair as if the threat had nothing to do with him. "You are making a scene over a picture," he said. "Someone followed her mother," Matteo replied. His voice was low, controlled. "That makes it my concern." Donato set down his glass. "Your concern is this family, not a woman you met yesterday." Evie looked from Donato to the photograph. Her mother had been wearing the blue raincoat Evie bought her last Christmas. The grocery store clock in the background showed 10 that morning. "She was there today," Evie said. Matteo turned to one of the men near the door. "Call the house." "Do not," Evie said. Every face shifted toward her. She kept her eyes on Matteo. "Call her directly, if someone is watching. I do not want your people arriving in black cars and making her panic." Matteo held her gaze for a second, then nodded. He handed her his phone. That small surrender surprised the entire table more than any threat could have. Evie dialed from memory. Her mother answered on the fourth ring. Evie, where are you? Grant said you were confused. I am safe, Mom. Lock the doors. Do not open them for anyone unless they tell you the name of Dad's first dog. A pause. Rufus. Yes. Pack one bag. Someone trustworthy is coming. Matteo quietly gave an order to the man by the door. Evie ended the call and placed the phone in front of him. Thank you. Do not thank me yet. Armando smiled. She learns quickly. Matteo's eyes hardened. You are still here because she is sitting between us. Grant pushed back his chair. This is insane. Evie, your mother is in danger because you refused to sign. No, she said. She is in danger because you used us to pay your debt. Sienna flinched. Evie saw it. You knew about the house. Evie said. Sienna's face crumpled. Grant said it was temporary. You were sleeping with him while helping him take my mother's home. I did not know about Armando. Grant grabbed Sienna's arm. Stop talking. Matteo stood. He did not touch Grant, but the sight of him rising was enough. The tattoo along his neck disappeared beneath his collar as he leaned forward. Take your hand off her. Grant obeyed. Donato watched Matteo with open disapproval. You are risking a family war for two frightened women. No, Matteo said. I am stopping men who mistake fear for permission. Evie felt the words settle somewhere deep, somewhere she had spent years keeping closed. Then Matteo's phone vibrated. He read the message, and the calm left his face. Your mother is safe, he told Evie. But one of my warehouses was hit 10 minutes ago. Donato did not look surprised. That was the detail Evie noticed. Not fear, not shock. Nothing. Matteo noticed her watching him. What is it? He asked. Evie looked at Donato. He already knew. The room changed. Donato slowly rose from his chair. Be careful, Miss Callahan. Matteo stepped between them before Evie could answer. She does not need to be careful with you. Donato's expression went cold. Then choose, Matteo. This family or her. Matteo did not look back at Evie. I already chose what this family should have been. Matteo's words left the room colder than before. Donato stared at him across the long table, his face rigid with the kind of disappointment that had probably frightened men for decades. You are throwing away your father's name, he said. Matteo's tattooed fingers curled once at his side. You have been hiding behind it. No one moved. Even Vincent Armando had stopped smiling. Evie felt every eye shift toward Matteo, waiting to see whether he would take the argument further. Instead, he turned to her. We're leaving. The drive out of downtown was fast and silent. Rain streaked across the windows, turning streetlights into long red smears. Evie sat beside Matteo in the back seat, close enough to smell wet wool and smoke on his clothes. A dark stain had spread along the cuff of his white shirt. You are hurt, she said. It is nothing. Men always say that when they want women to stop asking questions. Matteo looked down at his sleeve as if he had forgotten it was there. The warehouse had people inside. I went in before the fire crews arrived. Evie stared at him. You left the dinner. For 11 minutes, you went into a burning building and came back without telling anyone. 2 employees were trapped. His answer was flat, almost impatient. But she heard the exhaustion beneath it, and my mother moved before the warehouse was hit. She is safe. Evie leaned back, anger and relief twisting together inside her. You arranged all of that while sitting beside me. That is what protection looks like in my world. No, that is what control looks like. Matteo's eyes turned toward her. There is a difference. Then start explaining it. The car slowed near the river and turned onto a narrow road lined with bare trees. 10 minutes later, they stopped in front of a weathered house overlooking black water. It was small compared with the estate, with peeling white paint and a porch light glowing above the door. What is this place? Evie asked. My mother's house. Inside, the air smelled like old pine, dust, and coffee grounds. There were faded photographs on the walls and a blue ceramic bowl filled with keys. Matteo removed his jacket, revealing the charcoal tattoo spreading from his neck across his left collarbone. He rolled up his sleeve and Evie saw a shallow cut along his forearm beneath the ink. Nothing graphic, still. Her chest tightened. "Sit down," she said. That sounded like an order. "You recognize those?" He almost smiled. Evie found a first aid kit beneath the kitchen sink and cleaned the wound. While Matteo sat at the table, his hand rested near hers. The tattoos across his knuckles softened by the yellow light. "Luca used to hide here," Matteo said quietly. When family dinners became too loud, Evie glanced at the photographs. One showed Matteo and his brother as teenagers, both laughing beside the river. "Donato knew about the warehouse," she said. "Yes." "And Luca's signature." Matteo's face closed again. Evie noticed an old photograph half hidden behind a wooden frame. Donato stood beside Vincent Armano, 20 years younger, both wearing the same silver pins. "Matteo." She turned the picture toward him. The room went still. His gaze fixed on the image, and something painful moved behind his eyes. "Those pins belong to a partnership my father claimed never existed." "Then your uncle did not just know about the forged documents," Evie said. "He helped build the system." Matteo reached for his phone. Evie covered it with her hand. "Do not go back angry. He used my brother's name. And if you act without proof, he will make you look unstable and take the family from you." Matteo stared at her hand over his. "Why are you still here?" Evie slowly pulled back, leaving Grant with survival. She held his gaze. "Staying now is my choice." Before Matteo could answer, his phone rang. Donato's name appeared on the screen. Matteo answered. His uncle spoke only one sentence before the call ended. Matteo's expression turned to stone. "What did he say?" Evie asked. Matteo stood, the tattoo on his neck dark beneath the kitchen light. "He has your mother." Matteo did not speak during the drive back to the city. He sat forward in the rear seat, elbows on his knees. His tattooed hands locked together so tightly the tendons stood out beneath the charcoal ink. Evie watched the reflection of his face in the dark window. The calm was still there, but now it looked forced, like a door holding against a storm. "Where did Donato take her?" she asked. "The old Vescari house, the one where the family holds formal dinners." "Yes." "Then he wants witnesses." Matteo looked at her. "He wants surrender." Evie shook her head. "No. He wants you angry enough to make a mistake in front of everyone." Matteo's jaw tightened. "My mother taught me not to negotiate with men who threaten family." "Your mother also kept that photograph. Maybe she wanted you to know the truth before you became Donato." The words struck hard, but Matteo did not argue. When the car stopped 2 blocks from the estate, he opened the door and stepped into the rain. His black suit was still damp from the river house. His collar open, the tattoo on the left side of his neck exposed beneath the streetlight. "You stay here," he said. Evie got out beside him. Her dark green dress moved around her slender frame in the wind. "You already tried that. Your mother is inside." "Exactly." Matteo stared at her for a long moment. Then he gave her a small black drive containing copies of the forged appraisals. "Do not leave my side." The dining room was full when they entered. Donato sat at the head of the table. Vincent Armano was on his right, Grant on his left. Sienna sat near the far wall, pale and silent. Evie's mother was seated beside her. Frightened but unharmed, every member of the Vescari family turned toward Matteo. Donato lifted his wine glass. "You came without your men. You asked for family," Matteo said, "not soldiers. And yet you brought her. She came by choice." Evie felt the room register the difference. Donato pointed to an empty chair. "Sit down. Sign over control of the family accounts." And Mrs. Callahan walks out. Matteo moved toward the table. Evie touched his wrist. His tattooed hand turned beneath hers, warm and steady. "Not yet," she whispered. Then she crossed to the wall display used for family meetings and connected the drive. The first document appeared behind Donato. Luca Vescari's forged signature filled the screen. Then came the false appraisals, the shell companies, and the payments linking Donato to Armano. Quiet voices rose around the table. "Turn it off," Donato said. Evie did not. "You used a dead man's name," she said. You let Matteo believe his brother died because of an outside rival, then used the grief to control him. Donato stood. You know nothing about this family. Matteo stepped between them, the tattoo on his neck dark against his open collar. She knows enough. Armando moved toward the side door, but the Vescari captains blocked his path. Grant grabbed Evie's arm, panic breaking through his polished expression. You ruined everything. Matteo took one step forward, then stopped when Grant pulled Evie closer. Instead of risking her safety, Matteo slowly raised his hands. Let her go, he said, and you can walk out. Donato laughed. You would give up the room for her. Matteo kept his eyes on Evie. I would give up the room before I let her become another family sacrifice. Evie looked at Grant. You always panic when someone sees through you. He glanced toward the nearest exit. That second was enough. Evie pulled free and moved behind Matteo. The Vescari captains closed in, taking control without chaos. Donato looked around the table, waiting for someone to defend him. No one did. Matteo faced his uncle. You taught me that honor meant protecting the family name. His voice stayed quiet. You were wrong. It means protecting the people who carry it. 3 months later, the city had already turned the scandal into something neat enough for the evening news. Vincent Armando was facing federal charges. Grant Holloway had lost his law license and the future he had tried to buy. Donato Vescari was awaiting trial, abandoned by the same men who once stood when he entered a room. Sienna had agreed to testify. Evie did not forgive her, but she stopped carrying the betrayal like a stone in her chest. Some wounds did not need revenge. They needed distance. Her mother kept the house. Evie opened a small appraisal firm and a converted brick building near the river, where the coffee was usually too strong and the radiator clicked all winter. She helped families recover stolen property and expose collections built on lies. It was not glamorous work, but every signature on her desk belonged to someone who had chosen to put it there. Matteo changed more slowly. The Vescari family still existed, but the old rules no longer went unquestioned. He opened the books to outside review, removed men who confused loyalty with silence, and stopped using the word protection when he meant control. Some relatives called him weak, others called him reckless. Matteo called it overdue. On a cold Friday evening, Evie locked her office and stepped onto the sidewalk. Rain had polished the street black. A familiar sedan waited at the curb. Matteo stood beside it in a dark suit, his collar open. Charcoal tattoo visible along the left side of his neck. More ink covered his hands and fingers as he held the rear door open. You were late, Evie said. You said 6. It is 6:13. That is late. His mouth shifted at one corner. I had a family meeting. Did anyone slam a hand on the table? Only once. Was it you? No. That answer mattered more than it should have. Evie looked into the back seat. Months earlier, she had climbed into that car wearing a ruined wedding dress because every other door had closed. Matteo had seemed like another dangerous man making decisions for her. In some ways, he had been. He had known how to command a room, protect a name, and make people afraid. He had not known how to ask, "Where are we going?" She said, "Wherever you choose." Evie studied him. That still sounds like something a man says when he already has a plan. Matteo released the door and faced her fully. Rain settled on his dark hair and traced the edge of the tattoo near his collar. I do have a plan. Of course you do. Dinner. A quiet place. No family. No contracts. No contracts. No one being watched. He paused. I am working on that. Evie smiled despite herself. Then her expression softened. You did not save me. Matteo. I know. You opened a door, and you walked through it. She shook her head. At first, I ran through it. There is a difference. Matteo looked down at his tattooed hands. You were the first person who made me understand that keeping someone alive is not the same as giving them a life. Evie felt the truth of it settle between them. Power had taught him how to make sacrifices. Love had taught him he was not allowed to decide who should pay for them. And you taught me something, she said. What? That dangerous men are not changed by being loved enough. They change when they decide love is worth becoming accountable for. Matteo met her eyes. There was no promise that he would become harmless. She would not have believed one. There was only the man he had been, the choices he regretted, and the choices he was making now. Evie walked around the open rear door and took the front passenger seat. Matteo closed the back door, then joined her in front. Where to? He asked. Evie watched the rain slide across the windshield. Somewhere we can hear each other think. The car moved into traffic. Behind them stood the world they had inherited, built on debt, fear, and family names. Ahead was no clean ending, only a harder kind of honor, the kind that demanded truth, restraint, and the courage to let another person choose. Evie had once believed love meant finding someone strong enough to rescue her. Now she knew better. Real love did not pull her out of the storm and claim the credit. It stood beside her, handed back the map, and asked where she wanted to go.